Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media on every single one of our channels. I'm Mike Morales here in soggy Southern California. That gentleman out there is
I'm Eric Zandona and Florida's Emerald Coast.
Eric, and I we're gonna celebrate the music. We're gonna make the music play. We're gonna go back and forth with all this, all the cliche, all the music cliches. Make the
Right.
music play because he and I were going to be doing Musica tequila. As you can see, I've had a little bit of spillage, but look at all the bubbles there. Look at all that's not important. Look at the bubbles, Eric.
Yeah. Let me figure out how to open mine.
Yeah,
There we
good luck
go.
with that. Yeah,
It's it's got a perforation, so
oh good.
easy.
Yeah. This particular tequila is fairly new to us. It came to us like in 2024. They had entered all
Mm-hmm.
kinds of contests. You were telling me off camera that they entered ADI, the American Distilling Institute, which
Yeah.
he's a founding member. So,
Y-
um,
Yeah. So they entered ADI's International Spirits Competition last year, and each of the three expressions that we're gonna taste today got silver medals from those judges. So we'll see.
hey,
We'll see.
cool.
So ADI, just as for context, ADI tends to be a little bit more sort of strict on what metals go to what spirits. So silver medal is a good thing in in that competition. So
Well,
um
and even with Brands of Promise, we have a lot that are nominated, but when it comes down to who's who, and then the top 10, it's what do they say? Many are called, few are chosen. So,
right. Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but anyway, I'm excited because I can't recall what the heck this tastes like, but uh, we're gonna pour it into our. I'm gonna use my Stasso Jarrito for tequila, and
hmm
whoa, wow. That was a puff of agave that just
Yeah.
that came right up to you. And is this a synthetic? No, it's a composite cork.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, and it's got
Yeah.
some nice branding. They have
hmm
it's a lovely design. It's built to look like a guitar, I guess, or a string instrument of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. String instrument, I'd say.
And we'll explain to you the story behind Musica, why it's called music. Uh, uh, yeah, as we all know, throughout the U.S., even prior to this current administration, uh, the music programs have been kind of falling by the wayside in many schools, and I think that they're doing their best to bring that back up. So,
Mm.
oh, whoa, hello,
hmm
what a lovely nose.
Yeah. So one of the things that got me kind of excited for this range that we're about to dive into is it's coming out of Amatitan. I've had
Yes,
some fairly good tequilas and some excellent tequilas coming out of
yes, yeah. We
that
we
town.
still
So
we still ruminate about Región. Oh
yeah,
man, you know what? And next
which
time,
you can still find in Texas. So
yeah,
it's still on the shelves and
still on the
specs.
shelf
I
in
don't know if
Texas.
it's just Texas only or they just bought a ton of it and they're working through it. I don't
The
know.
guy that imported it is in Texas, in fact, and
Yeah.
and and I know him because he was importing other brands prior to that, prior to him getting us Región, and I know it's well, I love that area. I don't know if Eric's ever been to Amatitan or driven past it,
No.
dude. Any tequila that and a lot of our TJs are that way. They just love that valle. It's kind of in
Yeah.
between tequila and right on the way to the Highlands, and
Mm.
it's gorgeous. I love anything that comes out of there because it's just there's a minerality that comes out of there, and a lot of
Yeah.
brands have tried to dumb that down. In their processing, they oxygenate it or they,
Right.
Herradura is a Valles tequila, and they
Mm-hmm.
were the first ones to rest Blanco
Right.
in a barrel and then pull it out and call it a Blanco Suave. They were the first ones to actually do that because of the
Yeah.
the intensity of the tequila. So what are we getting on this?
I mean, right off the bat, there's a really nice fruit aroma that I'm getting. There's some green agave, but it's lots of like orange citrus, some pineapple,
Yep. Yep.
some
Pineapple.
like slightly unripe mango.
Slightly
And
overripe.
yeah, it's like it's kind of it's not like super ripe and
It should
but
still
it's
be on
like
the tree. They
it's
picked it too
not
soon.
yeah, it's not quite green, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah.
It's in that in between. It's got a little, I would say some light white pepper, but
I
really nice. Really
the
nice.
first hit that I got, even after it's been sitting on my living room floor for several months,
Yeah.
and the first time I popped that open, even after having had some previously, like late last year, the baked agave came right up to my nose. It's just like, wow, wow, that
Yeah.
was just, and it
Mm.
dissipated, and now it's given
Yeah,
way to
yeah.
all the tropical fruit that you're beginning.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Well, you want to dive in?
I do. Let's try
Aha,
it.
let's do it. Oh, oh my. We have several of
Mm.
these to go to. So the spit bucket, folks, is your friend.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh
It's
my
the way the pros
gosh.
do it.
The lingering, the lingering flavor just on that was my first pass. I have not had anything. In fact, I
Hmm.
don't think I even had any coffee this morning. It's morning time for me, sort of, kind of. It's like early afternoon. It's like it's the end of his day. For he's in Florida. I'm in Southern California.
Right.
These East Coast guys are killing me. Uh, yeah, one guy says, "Well, we could start." And I was like, yeah, dude, that's 9 o'clock my time. Are you kidding? I'm not even having breakfast then. I mean, I'm not
That's the
opposed to that, but
perfect time to start.
yeah, but it is well known that your taste buds, your olfactory senses are not at its height until about 10 or 11 o'clock. That's why most of
Mhm.
those, you know that. I mean,
Yeah.
isn't that when you guys start, when you start your tastings, do you generally start around that time?
No, we start a little bit earlier because it's a long day. So we usually start at 9. That's when the first glasses hit the table. And
Wow.
then
Wow. You got to train for that, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well,
So
you've got a seasoned palate, so it's like you could roll out of bed and taste something without brushing your teeth. I don't know.
yeah, for other competitions, they usually start probably about 10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they tell us to get there. I know San Diego, when we did the San Diego
Hmm.
Spirits competition, we were supposed to be at the house by 9, but you don't even get started until around 10, so it's just it's a hurry up and wait because not everybody actually
Yeah, yeah.
gets there at the time that they were supposed to. Um, okay, you already had your second pass. I'm going to go through my second pass. I can tell you the
Hmm.
lip and gum numbness really great. I love
Yeah.
the lingering fruit flavors on the palate.
Yeah, yeah.
It is exquisite. What I'm looking for, I'm gonna look for it first, and then I'll tell you what it is.
Hmm.
Mm. Mm, 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 mm. There was a hint of a plantain or banana. Did you get any?
Yeah, I
I
did.
got banana. That was
Yeah, I was
weird.
curious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
See?
more like banana chips is kind of more in the direction that
Right. Yeah.
it came across to me.
Well, plantains
Um,
you get more when you do like mezcals. You get like cooking bananas is what they call them in some places. In Florida, I'm not
right,
sure.
right.
I know the closer to get to Miami, they call them plátanos,
Yeah.
because that's what it is. But they're in California, some places are known as cooking bananas or plantain. And then you get
Hmm.
the kind that are the dried chips, you get those that are
Right.
they have like honey or something on them, and then you get the ones that are just plain. And I like the plain ones because they're like
Yeah.
chips. They're really like chips.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
that's what I got in there.
yeah, definitely banana. There's some of that other like kind of tropical fruit. There's a little bit of spice. It's not quite pepper, not quite chili, but there is a spiciness that kind of on the palate that is nice. It kind of reminds me of those like spicy like fruit candies that you get in Mexico or like the mango chili
Kind
kind of thing. Not exactly that flavor, but kind of in that
of
direction.
like tahine.
Yeah, yeah, almost like a tahine. but not obviously not quite as citrus as yeah, not quite as much acidic acid. But or citric acid, that's the word I was looking
Yeah,
for.
yeah.
But yeah,
It's
nice.
it's got a decent finish too. It's got a
Hmm.
I would say medium to long, you know, but
Yeah.
and we neglected legs and tears, but it's got legs and tears forever. I mean, it has got
Hmm.
nice body, nice structure on the palate. It is everything you want. Now I will tell you, I was hoping for a little bit more of the minerality, and I'm it's not there. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah, there's a bit, but yeah, not as much.
Let me explain to you. Do you know offhand? Well, maybe you can just read it off the bottle. What is the distillery nome on that? Do you have it?
Yeah, so it looks like it is
Ah,
1598.
yes.
So
Casa
it's
Tequilera en Amatitan.
yeah.
It's what it says on the. They sent us some a PDF of their POS, and the Maestro Tequilero is Hugo Llerenas Dominguez. He is the son of the legendary Maestro Tequilero Don Luis Llerenas Jose what? They spell Cuervo wrong. Cervero Dobel. So he's the son of one of the master distillers of Jose Cuervo. There have been a few.
Oh, okay.
Cooked in low pressure autoclaves, fermentation utilizes open fermentation, wild in stainless steel tanks, and with no added or pitched yeast. It's distilled in stainless steel pots with copper coils, and then they tell you what their aged versions are. Now, what's interesting about the company and the co-founders, Chris and Jerry Andrews, and I think I've been in touch with Chris, who is the brand owner. Uh, Jerry's a finance, marketing, and advertising expert and a veteran. Oh, good, a veteran. And
Hmm.
Chris is an entrepreneur, food and beverage engineer, musician, and former music producer. Well, that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Uh, they were inspired from an early age by music teachers and mentors, artists from all walks of life. Blessed to work and learn with artists from many cultures on multiple continents in many genres of music. From the original techno artists, Atkins, May, Saunderson, that's techno. Do you know any of these names, Eric?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
To Inner City, the Winans. I know the Winans. I have heard them. Alice Cooper, Ted Nugent, long may he wave. Rick Medlock, Carl Perkins, Bootsy Collins. All right. George
Yeah.
Clinton. Yes. Tori Amos. Wow. Malcolm McLaren, Aretha Franklin, Riri, James Brown. Hit me. Okay. I they got some chops. I like it.
Yeah.
They got some musical chops, and other than that, I believe that they uh, I want to know they're supporting music education through the Save the Music Foundation. So
Yeah.
that's go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, so on their website they have a link to the Save the Music, so you can like help support teachers and schools and different music education programs. So I'm assuming that they donate some of their proceeds
Yes,
to it
I
as
would
well.
imagine they do. I haven't run across exactly what I'm sure that they do a
Yeah,
portion of it.
yeah.
But yeah, they've come a long way in the music business, particularly
Hmm.
Chris. Um, and let's see here. Learning music and its roots in STEM education strengthened Chris's ability to achieve in life. Wow. So, and there's some great photos of Chris in front of a mixing board. You know, the studio mixing boards, and
Hmm.
yeah, these two are no slouches. They're really they have a very unique approach. I love the name.
Yeah,
I don't know why nobody's ever. I don't know why nobody, especially some of the rock stars who have their own tequila. You know,
Right.
well, you know, the name that comes to mind right now is Roger Klein. He had Mexican moonshine, and he had to actually rebrand it, and
Mm,
it's what did he name it? He named it not Musica. He named it something else. That's music centric. So this brand has won several awards. I mean, they got a nice laundry list of SIP awards and
hmm
ADI and what else did they've won?
Denver International looked like was one, and
Yes, yes.
some others.
Well, you know what? Los Angeles International Spirits Competition, which I've visited. Uh, I think you'll agree with me, Eric. Brand of Promise
Yep.
nominated.
Yeah.
They this Blanco is spectacular. Um, Personally, I wish it had a little bit more minerality, but then every hand of the maker is a little bit different.
Right.
Amatitan is known for a lot of the master distillers like to play with it because I think for those of us who are not nerds like Eric and myself and just like that nice punchy minerality and the
Yeah.
in your face high proof Amatitan tequilas, they've spent a lot of time, and not just them but other brands like Herradura in softening anything that comes
hmm
out of Amatitan, and honestly, it's not bad.
Yeah. No, it's a very nice Blanco. From their website, it looks like online at least it retails for about $50, so it might vary. It's probably a little less in some other markets. But yeah, it's a really quality Blanco. So,
Yes, yes, and it's a beautiful bottle.
hmm
Certainly, you want to hang on to it once it's empty somewhere. But
yeah.
that's our take on Musica Blanco. I would say hang on because we're going to go through the whole three expressions that we've got. And hopefully, just with the quality of the Blanco, hopefully they are resting something to make it look, for their extra añejo, which will always take a little while. But
Yeah.
I think I'd be interested in talking to Chris and Jerry, just find out a little bit more about them. That just sounds like a very
hmm
interesting background. It's not your, they're I wouldn't even call it celebrity adjacent, but they've worked with so many celebrity
Right.
music people, and the quality of the tequila. I want to know how they learned because you know you and I have known several people who have their intentions are good and they wind up, you know, picking the wrong distillery or going one
Right.
direction
Right.
instead of the other and whatever.
Right.
But anyway, that's our take on Musica Blanco. If you've had it, tell us below what you're doing with it. It's
hmm
definitely cocktail forward too. I think it'll hold up to a nice
Oh
paloma.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
very, very well done. Personally, I would sip this because I really do enjoy the
Yeah.
tequila
Yeah.
from this region, and so does Eric. So
Yeah.
that's our take. I'm Mike Morales here in soggy Southern California. That gentleman out there is.
Eric Zandona and Florida's Emerald Coast.
You've been watching and listening to Sipping Off the Cuff on Tequila Aficionado Media, all of our channels and networks. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you know someone who's had this tequila before, share this video. Okay, leave us a comment, leave us a drink emoji. I want to see as many drink emojis as possible. And whatever you do, folks, tomar sabiamente.
Sip wisely.